Good morning, everybody. This is Ian Trevethan, and I am here at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. What am I, guys? I am the educator here at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History, and I am here with some friends. I am here, now I'm going to switch the camera. I am here with Rachel, who is our wonderful, multi-talented public relations person.
And reptile enthusiast.
And horse whisperer. And there's Alicia. She does things too.
I do
that deal with nature. She is our naturalist. And what are we talking about today?
Well, today we are talking about puppies.
Yes. What?
Oh, wait. These are lizards.
Oh, lizards.
Lizards. You know, the scaly puppies. All right. So today we are talking about lizards. So we obviously have an abundance of snakes and turtles here. But we do have a few lizards.
Yes.
And, well, this one's not from here, but he used to live here.
Yeah.
So today we are going to talk about a couple lizards and how many lizards we currently have here. So Rachel's obviously holding a lizard.
Yes.
A big old fat lizard. What's his name, Rachel?
This is Copper. He's mad that I'm holding him up in a display fashion.
He's going to be even more mad when he realizes that some weird guy is sticking a camera in his face in the morning. Yeah. He's like, hey, I feel that, man.
Yeah. So this is Copper.
Hi.
He is a bearded dragon. I'm going to put him down because he's all fidgety and stuff. Here you go. There's my leg.
A dragon.
Yes.
A real-life dragon.
Real dragon.
You know, I had a bearded dragon once who was old and grumpy.
This one's kind of old and grumpy too.
I always get the old. I get all the old and grumpy ones, and it actually suits me just fine.
Yes.
That works.
Yep. So this is Copper. He is our pet that we kind of adopted from here, and he kind of was he surrendered or something?
Yes, he was donated to us.
Yeah.
He was about a year old when we got him, and that was last summer, so he's probably about 2 years old now.
Yeah.
We actually got two last summer. We got a female and a male, and both of them found homes with my employees.
Yeah.
So
we fell in love with them. So
yes.
These actually tend to be common pets for people, but I just don't know if enough people do research when they get bearded dragons, because their diet is really important to their health, and if they don't get enough sunlight and enough vitamin D and other supplements, they can get really sick.
it is a financial and a time investment to take care of.
So they're
an animal
very
like
common
this.
pets. Usually people think that reptiles are really easy to take care of, but it is also really important to research how to take care of them, because he's an omnivore. Mm-hmm. But lots of people just
Sorry,
an omnivore. But lots of people think that they're just herbivores, so they'll just feed him salad. But he does need some protein in his diet. But he would prefer to have all protein and no veggies. But if he gets too much protein, then he can actually get metabolic bone disease. Mm-hmm. And so that's very common, and lots of people don't really know when it happens.
Right. Which we kind of suspect he might have had it since he didn't probably get the proper care in the first year of his life. So
he's kind of thick.
He is a thick boy. We've been working on taking care of him, but you can kind of notice his front legs are just a little
happy.
Stiff there.
Happy.
But yes, he's happy, and he's mad that I'm touching him.
So
are you mad?
They're called bearded dragons because of his nice little beard right here. Obviously,
Hello, beardy man.
When he's upset, there's we have this little
Does his beard turn black?
It turns black.
Because mine was always black.
Yes.
I mean, not my own beard, but the beard on my bearded dragon. Now mine's just going white.
Yes. It turns black when they're mad or stressed, or my personal favorite, when they see a nice female bearded dragon.
Oh, hey there. Look at me.
Yes.
And my big black beard.
So we used to have a female bearded dragon named Yoshi. And so when we got Yoshi, they didn't know what her gender was. And so me and my employee found that out. And then we got that confirmed when these two met each other.
And Copper
was he trying to impress her?
He was trying to impress her. He was doing the head bob.
Are you impressive?
Yes, he was very impressive. So. She ran away, so maybe not all that impressive.
Sorry, buddy.
A little too impressive. Oversharing. Baby steps.
So yes, that's Copper.
Another cool thing is if you see this little scale on the top of their head, it's kind of and it's really easy to see it on him because it is dark.
What do we call that? Do you remember?
I know it by its
Okay, what do you
common
call it?
name
What do you call it with its common name?
is a third eye.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Well, at least in paleontology, I don't know if it's the same in herps, we call that a pineal eye or a pineal gland.
We're pretty
And
basic.
what does that do, guys?
So this is super handy for the lizard because as you can see, his eyes are on the side of his face. So it makes it super hard if some predator was going to sneak up behind him. So what that does is he can sense light changes, and he'll know that there is a presence behind
He
him.
knows that you're behind.
So he
Yeah.
knows that I'm hovering over
Yes.
him right now. He's like, what are
Based
you doing?
on your shadows and stuff. And
That's
so you'll
pretty
even
cool.
see, like, when I run my hand over it, sometimes
Yeah,
he'll
he's
blink
aware.
or he'll
He's
be
aware.
aware of it.
And I was just like, I hate all of you.
Yeah, so stop playing with me. He's so, like,
He's a big
used to,
boy.
like, being handled. Now he's, like, used to my hand hovering over him, but...
Remind me to talk about museum hours before we sign off. We
Okay.
have a question about museum hours.
Yeah.
You will.
I will talk about that. Stay tuned.
All right.
So what do we got here,
We
Alicia?
have our Chuck Wallace. So you probably heard us talk about him if you tuned in on Wednesday. So this is Toothless. So Toothless lives with our Sonoran desert toads because they're found in the same area. So if you look at him, he doesn't look all that different from our bearded dragon over there. He kind of has the same little puffy ears and feet and tail. They both have really pokey tails.
And they both puff out when they're
They both
angry.
puff out. So this is Toothless. He is not toothless. He does have teeth. I've never been bit by him, but I have seen them.
The Chuck Wallace seem to be pretty mellow.
Yes,
actually.
they're pretty mellow. So what I love about Chuck Wallace is where they're found. I've seen so many videos of them getting stuck in pool filters.
Interesting. Now, where are they native?
So they'll be from the Sonoran Desert, so Arizona into Mexico and stuff like that. Hello. Yeah, he's like, what are you doing?
Sonora, shake your body line. Oh, sorry.
So what's very cool about them is, can I make you angry?
No.
No.
No, he's too mellow to be made angry.
So you can see his big old belly, right? And you can see how it's kind of wrinkly when he moves like that. So when they want to hide, where are you going?
Places.
When they want to hide under rocks or in pool filters and they get scared, they will puff out their body so that they are stuck. So if a predator wanted to come try to eat them, they'd be
It's really hard
stuck
to pull
under
them
a
out.
rock.
Gotcha.
Yes, so they do this in pool filters a lot, and people are really concerned that, oh my goodness, they're stuck, when really they don't want you around them. Take the pool filter out, put it off to the side, they'll get out themselves. So yes, they're really awesome. Hello. They're very sweet. They do get to go to our birthday parties on occasion.
Yeah, I'm very fond of the Chuck Wallace.
So we assume this one is a male because he's very spotted. Males are much more colorful than females.
He's very granite-like.
Yes, I would assume that he used to be colorful, but oh goodness, I don't even know how long ago they got these guys, maybe 8-10 years ago or something
It's
like
rough
that.
on a guy, when you get older, you're less
Did you just-
colorful.
Yes, but these guys were also, I think, being illegally trafficked. So we got them the same way we
Contraband.
got contraband.
On
Why
the
not?
lam.
So this is our Chuck Wallace. He's
very
pretty
cool.
awesome. He very much enjoys his roommates, the toads,
The toads.
because they are wonderful pillows and a nice
Yeah,
bed.
you
They're
see
nice
them
and
hanging out
soft.
together a lot.
They do hang out together a lot. Funny?
He's very sociable. Look at him
Yes.
ogling the camera.
What's funny about bearded dragons and Chuck Wallace, and I'm sure other lizards, is when they get something new, they lick it.
They taste it.
So I told the Chuck Wallace very specifically, don't lick the toads.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe that's why he likes them. My roommates are great. They're all sorts of fun. Actually, yeah, it's probably not the right kind of toad, huh?
no, not the right kind. Well, yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? It's the perfect kind of toad. But yes, so this is our Chuck Wallace. If we take the toads away from him, he gets upset and wants to go back with the toads.
So he's
But
a
even
very
though the
sensitive
toad,
guy.
yes, he's very sensitive. So he is a herbivore. He eats.
Sorry, didn't mean to bump you up.
He eats salads every day. He really loves dandelions and wildflowers this time of year. What's really funny, though, is that the Chuck Wallace eat mealworms. And so the toads tried to eat the Chuck Wallace salad. They got very confused by it and then tried to get it out of their mouth, but it wouldn't.
What is this?
And so then this guy went and tried some mealworms.
And he likes it.
And so we told him not to do that anymore because Like, on occasion, they'll get some insects in their salad, their salad that's just prepared outside in the wild, in the plants that they eat out in the wild. But they can't have too much protein, otherwise they will get metabolic bone disease as well. So, these are the 2 lizards that I have out because they're nice and friendly.
Yes.
But I'm going to show you some other lizards that we have.
That are less sociable.
That are, yes, less sociable. So I'm just going to... Can Rachel handle 2 lizards?
I'm sure I can wrangle 2 lizards.
Especially with one having a leash on.
Yeah.
One has a leash and one... Am I following you?
Yeah, you'll...
All right.
Okay. So if you look in here,
Oh,
you can see something.
Let's see if I can get up here. And there you are.
All right, so this is a slender glass lizard. So what is really awesome about slender glass lizards is they have no legs. So lots of people think that they are snakes, but they are not. So they evolved from lizards that had their legs, and for some reason they thought it'd be a good idea to lose their legs. Woohoo. So the way you can tell that this is a lizard...
So what kind of evolution is that?
Backwards.
De-evolution.
De-evolution. Oh, come on.
What kind of evolution is it?
I just forgot.
He tried.
It'll come to me. Hang on. Just when I thought I was being sly.
Yes.
Come on. It's
I can't even help you slightly.
Reverse evolution.
No. Oh man, I just made a fool out of myself.
This is entertaining.
I can't remember. What's my name?
Ian.
We'll come back to that. I'll remember it at some weird moment.
He'll be commenting on this later. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so the way you can tell that this is a lizard opposed to a snake is that lizards have eyelids. So snakes don't. They have skin over their eyes that protect them, but they never blink, which is why lots of people think that they can hypnotize you. But whatever. But these guys do have eyelids, and so when they're asleep.
Oh, this is the guy that doesn't. He blinks.
He blinks.
Sort
he
of.
blunk.
He's not blinking.
No, he's not.
He's like, I'm keeping my eye on you. What are you doing?
And so he also has ears. So I don't think you can see them with how dark it is. But he can hear us, opposed to feeling vibrations like snakes do. And my personal favorite...
Convergent evolution.
Convergent evolution.
All right.
Okay. What? My personal favorite is, people think that snakes are all tails, when really they're all bodies. Whereas slender glass lizards are pretty much all tail. So they have really short bodies, and then a big portion of them is tail. So I don't know if you can see his tail.
There it is. There it is.
So his body probably goes about 3 inches, and then he has tail. So the reason I didn't get this guy out is because, kind of like his name suggests, glass lizard, he is easily breakable. So they like to drop their tail, which is pretty common for lots of lizards here.
What advantage is that going to give him?
Dropping his tail. Sorry, I got distracted by the limb reduction. Yes, limb reduction.
Limb reduction is also a good term.
So lizards that drop their tails, they typically do it when there's a predator. So something grabs their tails and get away while the predator's like, what just happened?
And so the tail would be moving, right?
Yes, the tail typically moves.
Causes a distraction. Predator is focused on that while the rest of him can get away.
So with him being mostly tail and no limbs, if he drops his tail, he's pretty funny looking when he tries to move. But they can grow them back. So that's why I didn't get him out. He does get handled, and he's never dropped his tail, obviously. But I prefer just not to handle them all that often. So I'm going to go throw him in some food in his little bowl there to reward him for us just staring at him. So
That's crazy. They grow their tails back.
Oh, hi, it's me. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to make you look at me. Let's switch that back around. Oh, now I don't know where he went. Oh, he pulled his food under the... Can't really see him eating. I accidentally flipped the screen so they were staring at my dumb mug instead of looking at the lizard eating. Sorry, you guys.
So, yeah, he gets mealworms there in the bowl here.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Sometimes he'll get crickets, but I switch back and forth between them.
He's not going to come out because he knows we're watching.
Yes, he knows we're watching him. So that is the other kind of lizard I have, and if Ian will follow me.
I will follow you.
You probably met this one if you've watched our videos a lot, or these two, I guess. Oh, look, there's a snake drinking water.
Oh, look.
Get distracted.
A snake drinking water. How many of you have seen that before? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Wow.
So you can kind of see her.
Not something you think about.
So she's not slurping it up with her tongue like a dog. She's actually drinking it. Hello.
She's like sipping.
There. She's like,
What are you doing? I was just doing my thing. All right.
All right. So, in here we have Great Plains Skinks. So you can kind of see a little tail there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and...
see if I can... There it is.
I'm going to go ahead and lift up the thing.
There's
really
part
quick.
of a tail there.
Food.
There. Ooh.
They're like people. We don't like people.
That was a little too much action for them this morning.
So, if you saw them for a quick second there.
They're fast
They're
little guys.
fast. So, again, I didn't get these guys out because they can also drop their tail. And whenever I get them out, they decide to shed like crazy, and I just don't want to deal with all the tiny little scales right now. So we have 2 of them.
Skink scales.
Skink scales. So there are a few types of skinks in Kansas. For those of you who are herpers and can tell the difference between skinks, just bravo. I haven't had the experience out in the wild to really mess with them. But Great Plains skinks, I think, are really easy to tell because their scales go slanted upward on their side instead of side to side. So they're pretty easy to tell. And they're big. So broad-headed skinks and Great Plains skinks, I'm pretty sure are the biggest skinks that we have here in Kansas, or at least in the skink family. Obviously, blue-tongue skinks are huge, and I think Curtis has one of those.
He does. They're very cool.
And he calls it a puppy dog, too, so. But yes, so skinks, what's really fun about these guys, they have itty-bitty tiny little teeth, but they do bite. And when they bite, they like grab on and then they just go limp. And so they'll just be like hanging there from your finger or wherever they decide to bite you, and they'll just be limp. And if you touch them at all, they bite harder.
They're like, nah, nah. Little vices.
Yes, so to me that's pretty entertaining. I've only been bit by one, but I enjoy watching other people get bit by them. Mm-hmm. So fun story about one of these skinks, the bigger one, he was actually found here living in the O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
Oh.
They have lots of crickets in there. That's where my husband's the manager of. So they have lots of crickets in there, and he was just living a fat, happy, easy life of getting crickets everywhere and not having to be out in the harsh weather. And then my husband caught him.
That area is kind of dangerous,
right?
For skink.
I don't know how it got there. So my husband brings it to me.
It's right next to a very busy road.
It is Vine Street. And I'm like, okay, well, he can
surrounded
continue.
by parking lots and like not a place I would think to find a lizard.
That's probably why he stayed inside.
Yeah.
So now he gets another happy fat life of getting crickets and mealworms thrown into him so he doesn't have to try.
That's cool.
All right. Why don't we make our way back out?
All right.
Oh, the light.
It's going to take us a second to adjust here.
He's checking out the exhibit behind me.
Is he?
I was worried he was gonna jump.
You know he's done that before? He has just jumped at the glass before.
Just like, look
So,
at me.
do you have some Rachel's hair?
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
Shedding.
Okay. Well,
So the only other, that's 1, 2, 3, technically 4 because there's 2 skinks. Then we have 2 Mertens water monitors, which if you've been watching since the beginning, you might have seen one of the Mertens water monitors poop all over the place.
oh yeah.
So that's why I did not get him out.
That was like years ago.
Oh yeah.
Feels
So
like
Yeah.
if you watched yesterday, I'm pretty sure Ian, what's the other one's name?
Reese?
Reese.
that one.
Your
That
boss?
one. My boss.
Our boss.
My boss went around to all of our animal exhibits, and he might have mentioned that there's a giant tank missing downstairs.
I think he did mention that yesterday.
So that is our Mertens water monitor tank, and it started to leak, and it was just horrible. So now they're upstairs in my back room, getting all sorts of spoiled. But
Waiting for a new tank.
yes, so we have 2 of them. Their names are Rex and Raptor, and Rex is the bigger one.
That's misleading. They should be like Moza and Sor or something. Or
I'm sorry.
Tylo and
It
Sor.
was voted for.
It was good.
So
It was named
confusing.
from our fans.
Yeah.
So confusing.
Well, you know, most people, Ian, sorry, don't say, oh, look, monitor lizards. Oh, mosasaurs. When I look at them, I think velociraptor.
True.
They
have that look.
They do. They look like the ones from Jurassic
when I
World.
when I look at chickens, I think Velociraptor.
When I look at
Cassowaries.
chickens, I think of the devil.
Well,
are.
they are pretty wicked.
Sorry for all those chicken
Geese and swans,
enthusiasts.
those are terrifying.
Oh my god.
Yes, the geese were horrible. when I
Don't get
grew
me
up.
started on geese.
I
Oh,
love
you grew
ducks.
up with geese?
And ducks,
I did too.
Chickens and turkeys.
Oh, I just the geese. Oh my god, the geese.
They're all
They
prehistoric
would like,
creatures.
they would do horrible.
They bit.
Yeah, they
a
bit
lot.
and they would chase and like they
See, the
started out being
roosters were mean,
like when we
too.
got them when they were babies, they were really sweet, and then they
I
turned
got
into
them when
these
they were babies. They weren't
monsters.
sweet.
Really?
But the turkeys we got were babies. They would follow
Well,
me everywhere.
the girls were sweet, and the boy just turned into a
Well,
monster.
maybe I just had boys.
Maybe you just had boys.
And all boys.
I don't know. I know I had some boy-girl ducks.
But even like when I got old enough to drive, they would like chase my car out the driveway, and we had a really long driveway.
Yeah.
And then when I would come home from school, I'd pull in the driveway, and I have to sit in my car for 5 minutes while they walked around my car and finally lost interest and would
I
go
dare
away.
Step out of the car.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well,
Maybe
yes.
you're gonna
Okay.
get mugged.
Yes.
Well, we
you
kind of
love
got
chicken,
off
that's
the
Velociraptor.
subject there.
But when you think about the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, when I look at the monitors, I think the Velociraptors from there.
Totally different kind of animal.
I know they are, but it's
Okay. That's a totally different segment. We'll talk about the differences between.
So if you have to ask me what my favorite lizard is, I'm going to have to go with monitor lizards.
Monitor lizards are very.
Even though my
very
two
cool.
mini Mertens back there are a little bit scratchy.
Well, they're young.
They're young.
And skittish.
But the best animals I've had here, aside from my beautiful pretzel, were my monitor lizards, and I love them dearly.
I like the monitor lizards
And
too.
bearded dragons are cool too, but
Yeah. You cool, man.
my monitor lizards were puppy dogs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no offense, you're cool too.
Yes.
It's like what? Insulted, feelings hurt.
Hey, man.
Alright,
Nice
I've
one.
been here
Away.
too.
gonna try to.
All right. So, do we have anything else for our?
Did we want to
audience?
see if Copper will eat for us?
Sure.
With this virus and lockdown, there has been a shortage of crickets. So poor Copper hasn't been getting his
His
crickets.
Here you go, buddy. First, he's gonna be a little upset because I moved him, but then he's gonna see
like,
the crickets.
Hey, man, it was here's food.
You get the crickets either way, so.
Yeah.
Oh, he's noticed.
He's like,
Oh. Ah.
oh,
Tasty.
look at that leg.
Should have put a warning.
Nom, 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 nom.
He'll get all excited.
Feeding reptiles of any sort
It's
is something
so-
I really enjoy.
Have you guys seen the video where the guy did a whole Jurassic Park scene of feeding his bearded dragon?
No.
It's amazing.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, where he like built a diorama.
two
Oh
at
my gosh,
once.
two at once.
Oh my god.
That was
Impressive.
some serious tongue skill right there.
Oh my goodness. Copper.
Wow.
You're
You got one more,
prehistoric.
dude. It's over there in the corner. You see him?
He's like, I'm gonna wait for it to come to me. Should I chase him? Should I be mean and like help nature along?
Yeah, there you go.
He's like, I see it on the side.
Yeah,
It's
he
on his
sees it.
radar now.
Whoa.
He's just waiting.
Oh, did you see it? Caught him midair. Impressive, dude. Impressive.
Wow, Copper.
A great specimen of hunting prowess. Look at that.
So that's his little treat for being our star today.
Yeah, Choco boy.
Okay. Well, that was lots of fun.
Yes.
So, as far as museum hours, we've had a lot of questions. I saw one person asking if we're open yet. We will be open. We're planning to open on June 3rd. The reason for that is initially we were planning on opening on May 18th or after May 18th.
May 20th.
And then that got pushed back to June, and then we sort of reorganized our plans and made plans with our staff, and we have a lot of people that we depend on, both volunteers and students and employees that are trying to reschedule their lives. So we decided to just, after they said, no, we'll reassess after June, change their minds again and said, You know what?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. We just decided to hang on with our plans and stick with June 3rd because at this point nobody's really sure what's going to happen after the 1st of June. So right now the plan is to open June 3rd.
And the hours
And
are
the
going to be
hours are going to be a little bit shorter.
yeah,
they're
going to be from 10 to 4.
So we will be open from 10 to 4, and the
through
reason
Saturday.
for that
Monday
is
through
because Monday through Saturday.
And then Sunday will be 1 to 4.
Sunday will be 1 to 4.
Yeah.
And the reason we're doing abbreviated hours is because we don't have a huge amount of staff. A lot of our visitors, facility staff are students, and right now we have a scarcity of students because A, they got sent home in mid-semester, and B,
There's not as many classes offered this
it's now summer, so.
So, but and we also want like our guests to be safe.
But we also,
too.
we also want our guests to be safe,
So
and
we will be like,
at this point, we're not doing a lot of public programming,
Right.
so no large tour groups, no children's programming. We will reassess after
July.
something.
sometime.
Whenever the next set of guidelines comes out, we will sort of reassess that and try to figure out how to best serve the public. We will continue to endeavor, though, to bring you online content, such as these live feeds, and we're looking at some new projects here on the horizon. So stay tuned. We will be doing interesting things, and we will find ways to share cool things with you for those of you who are not in our local community. So as always, I'm going to ask you to like and
Also the Discovery Room will be closed.
oh
I
yeah,
feel like that
I
is
guess it's
something
important.
somebody should know.
It's important that we say, we're sitting in the Discovery Room right now, and this is a very, very popular area of the museum for parents and younger children. This area will be closed right now because
Closed when we open. It'll be this room and the dig pit.
this room in the
Just
dig
to
pit will be
stay
closed.
safe.
So we're doing this not to, be a pain or, ruin people's days, but normally we have our older volunteers that monitor this room, and right now we're hesitant to bring them back. So this room would be not very well maintained, and
It would just be really hard to keep it clean like it needs to be.
we can't have more than 10 people in a room at this point. So this room will be closed for the near future, as will our dig pit. So we apologize for the inconvenience there, but please bear with us. We're doing this for the good of everybody.
Help us help you.
Help us help you. Please be respectful. What was I saying? Oh, like always, please, here, I'm going to switch this back to us. Hi. So, like always, I'm going to ask that you share and like our live feeds. If you've got questions for us, feel free to put them in the comments section and send it to us. We'll be glad to answer them, and we enjoy that kind of conversation.
Anybody
So,
has some pet lizards, we'd love to see some pictures.
yeah, if you want to send us pictures of your pet lizards,
Yes. Because I know lots of people have geckos.
you can send. Yeah, you can probably post pictures on the
on the comments.
Facebook. Can you post pictures on the comments?
Yeah, you can put pictures in the comments. We would love
We're short over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're like,
hi. Sorry.
I'm like,
Here, let's do it this way. I'm going to focus back on you.
there you go.
Now I can see what's going on.
yeah, there you go.
We would love to see your pet lizards.
Yeah.
'Cause I love lizards, and we would like more here. But we try to focus on the Great Plains area, so I'm not allowed to have any geckos.
Right, yeah, but we would love to see them tell us
Yeah,
their
if
favorite,
you've got
what's their favorite thing
a
about
pet,
them.
a pet lizard or a pet reptile.
Yes, any reptiles.
Or turtles.
We would love to see them.
I'd like to see turtles.
Be sure to include your name and their name so we can give you a shout out.
Yeah.
So
Don't jump.
Monday is a holiday, isn't it?
Monday is a
Memorial
holiday.
Day. So we probably will not do a live feed on Monday since this is a 3-day weekend. So we will be back on Tuesday. So we're going to wish everybody a happy
Wonderful Memorial Day
and
weekend.
healthy 3-day
Best you can
weekend.
manage.
We hope you have fun. We hope you enjoy, some of the loosening restrictions, but as always, be healthy, be safe, be careful, do what you think is right.
Yes.
All right, you guys, we'll
right.
see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.